Okay, going live for lunch. First time doing this for a little while on YouTube. I used to do this a lot more frequently, but now I don't. And there's no reason for that. I've just been busy, and my head's been swimming. I got a baby now, and he takes up a lot of time and a lot of my thoughts. And now I just have less time for silly stuff. I still do silly stuff, but less of it. So what's up, chap? How are you? I'm here to answer all of your scumbag dad and content-related questions. And since some of you will ask, I'm wearing this watch by Projects, which I think is time stops for no one. Hi, 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 hi. What is this? Meat and Mexican food. I'm gonna put some of this also on my burrito. But yeah, I got a couple really cool projects coming up. A couple songs coming up. My crew in Iowa is really cool. I got the milk. Yes, I got the milk. Where's the milk? I'm gonna be bringing it back in 5 to 10 years. So I'll see you when you get back. Well, I got these fast. I stream. I don't stream too often because I spend all my time thinking of new ideas to film. Oh my God, this is going very fast. So I call these things chips. Yes, they're chips. Yes, they're not crispity crunchities. My hairstyle is called a mullet. Daddy, how do I make this bigger? No, well, whatever. I'm at a Mexican restaurant. It's great. The kid's mom. Well, I was going to do a plot point where we meet the mom character, and she becomes the big bad, but the Scumbag Dad series is just too violent. Even though I made an episode recently, it's not the main focus of the channel anymore. So, I was going to involve, like, the mom entering the field, but it's just so long and involved. It would take so much time and resources to put together that it's just not cost effective. I'm eating a Guadalajara burrito with cheese sauce, beans and rice. Yeah, I'm live now. Letter Q is great. I'm a big fan. It made me start YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but I failed over and over and over again until about 2 years ago, when it started to go really good. I'll do some more baby content. So I started doing YouTube because, I originally wanted to promote music. Some of you who've been following me for a while might know that I wrote lots and lots of songs. And if you go to Spotify and search for Scumbag Dad Radio, you're going to find a lot of those songs. And I used to use YouTube to try and promote songs, but it never worked. I just failed and failed and failed, no matter how much money I spent or how much effort I put into it. And then when TikTok came around, I got lucky, got a bunch of followers, and now we're here. I make money off YouTube. I am the kindest guy. I'm the kindest guy. I still do dentistry. It's I work not as often as I used to, but it's still my main job. Food is real good. How much money do I make? Enough to eke out a living and raise my son, and not be worried. Favorite anime right now? Attack on Titan. The Italian husbands, I don't know how many more ways I can make fun of them. I've gone like super metaphysical making fun of them. And it's boring. It's boring for me to research them. When I make fun of somebody, I look into I watch their content. I look into deviations on their content that I can sort of pick at. And the problem with the Italian husband stuff is it's just so boring to watch. I don't like doing it. I'm amazed that that's a genre. That's a legit entertainment genre. Like Italian reactions. That's just a genre on TikTok. I do watch JoJo. JoJo rules. tons of people steal my content. It's ridiculous. It's like it's a weekly occurrence. Just somebody will repost one of my videos. They'll go nuclear somewhere for it, and no mention of me. And a couple of comments will say who I am, but in general, it's worthless. My favorite video that I made, I mean, only because it worked the best in the context, was the Scumbag Dad, where we filmed it in the Maldives, and Dad abandoned the kid, and the kid had a good day. I was the proudest of that video. Just how it played into like the bigger Scumbag Dad series. It's because you're always expecting these like action stories and killing and all this stuff, but well, the message was that like the only time the kid can have a good normal day is when Dad's not around. My favorite sport? I like tennis. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Whoa, Joe Dirt. No, I haven't played Final Fantasy in a really long time. I don't have time. I love video games. The last game I completed was Breath of the Wild, and I bought Tears of the Kingdom, and I still haven't completed it because I'm spending so much time making content. I feel like every time I try to enjoy myself, I'm like, no, you're still not where you want to be. So turn off this video game and get to work. What's my age? I'm 40. So I have a bunch of questions. Imagine if Synthrat appeared, that'd be cool. Would ever produce a movie? Yes. But nobody's going to give me that cash until nobody's going to give me that amount of cash until I can form a little bit more. So look out for next year. And don't be shocked if next year I sell out. Because I've lost quite a few sponsorships because I'm a huge jerk. And just the name of the channel, Scumbag Dad, right off the bat. Hey, thanks, you're helping me pay for my lunch. Yeah, I love the internet. Thank you, Maestro. Am I eating eggs? No, but I will. You know, funny story is we had a pipe break in our house, so our kitchen's been unavailable, so I haven't done any egg content because we've just been living like camping in our own house for a while. No, I'm 40. I just look like this because I sucked the life out of my wife. I suck the life out of my wife. I work out a lot. I wear sunglasses a lot. So I don't think I'm as wrinkly as I should be. When I go online, you guys are also seeing me when I look my best. Like when I look like garbage, I tend not to take photos. Yeah, well, my wife's great. I'm happy because she makes me happy. I made enough on Super Chat to pay for lunch. Hooray! I'm loving this. You know, I should go on every time. I'm going to go back to lives. No, I'm not watching Wimbledon. I do wear sunscreen. I wear moisturizer. I keep it in the car. So that if I forget to put it on, I put it on while I'm in the car. I used to read Calvin Hobbes. Yeah, what restaurant am I at? I'm at I don't want people to know exactly where I'm at right now because someone might show up. My wife, I don't know if she wants me to tell her age, but you know, she doesn't age. Her entire family doesn't age. Like the older ladies in her family look like, you know, like 35. It's crazy. My favorite comedians, Anthony Jeselnik or Bo Burnham, if he counts. But Anthony Jeselnik is my favorite, like straight up, you know, stand-up comedian. I mean, I also like Stanzi Potenza, but she's my friend, so I don't know if that counts. Yeah, dip me. Me and Joe Bartolozzi were mutuals on TikTok. I wouldn't call us friends because we never met, but I really like the way that our collab came out. Hey, Yorkie Shower, thank you so much for the $10. But Joe and I have been following each other for a long time, but we don't live in the same state, so it's tough to collaborate. But with all the people making the jokes about how he's deceased, I was like, oh, there's something here. There's like another gag where he complains to me and then we interrupt each other. So I do really like the way that turned out. I'm good. My favorite movie? Well, I really liked Annihilation. I don't know if that's my favorite movie, but that's the first one that I think of. I used to like Army of Darkness a lot, but I'm an adult now. So I feel like I have to, you know, refine my taste based on years and years and years of watching movies. I go to the gym, yeah. I try to go every day, but realistically it ends up being like 4 times a week. Yeah, I'm a normal person. Favorite TV show? If I just say Breaking Bad, that's probably the most satisfying answer right now. I'm not familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, I don't have time to play video games, guys. I'm always making videos. Every bit of, there is no free time. I mean, yeah, I have some free time, but the time that I would use, I love video games. Man, I couldn't even finish Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. Yeah, I didn't even finish Elden Ring. I finished every Souls game, and I stopped Elden Ring because I'm just too busy like raising a baby. You know, video games the first. When I get busy, video games are the first thing that goes, and then gym is the next thing that'll go. So video games is out. Gym, I'm reducing. I'm taking time off of work. Spend more time with the baby, and make more videos. No, but I hear Hollow Knight is fantastic. I really do want to play Hollow Knight. There's a world where somehow I'm successful at this, right? Successful in such a way that I only need to like work 1 day a week. And then I can spend the rest of the time hanging out with Hannah, raising Zevin, playing video games, and getting back into it, to be honest with you. Hannah always tells, she rags on me. She's like, you're just a workaholic. You love work. I'm like, no, honey. I love video games. I want to get back into it so badly. But I don't want to until I can push this content creation stuff further. And I haven't hit that point yet. I'm still like grinding. A lot of the people in my videos are actors. A lot of the time they're friends. I basically never use strangers. Thank you. I don't like. Oh, I got it. I don't like using strangers in videos. I find that to be really, really icky. And I say that now because I'm not totally financially dependent on video making. But you bet your ass, if I quit my orthodontic job, I'm probably going to start using strangers because that is the highest ROI you can probably get. Like doing stranger stuff, social experiments, interviewing people on the street. I like community. I still work as an orthodontist. Jay and Sharon are funny. They're really great. They're a lot more lighthearted than me, and I do like them. Favorite game console? I'll have to say the Switch because Breath of the Wild is the last game on a console that I loved. And I'm loving Tears of the Kingdom, but again, had to stop because I keep booking shoots. What genre of music? I really like I like industrial rock a lot. I really like KMFDM. I really like the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm listening to a lot of new bands that my friends are associated with, like Smart Death. And once I started like listening to Smart Death, I start getting suggestions for other like similar bands in the like sort of I guess like LA emo scene. So I've been listening to some of that. Marigolds and Monsters is really good. I know I'm biased because that's Matt's band, but if you look up Marigolds and Monsters right now on Spotify, it's that's Matt. He is Matt Malpass is a producer doing the Bad Circus songs. He's incredible. He's worked with Travis Barker. He's like a super desired producer, and you know I'm lucky to know him. You know he's super talented. How to come up with Synthrat? This short. I'll make the story short. I did a couple of rat-related gags on TikTok. So I had a mask. I had the rat mask already, and it was sitting on a shelf. Me and my friend, we were playing music live. I was playing the guitar, and he was singing, and I was like, you know what, might be funny to put on the mask. So I put on the mask, and the live went crazy. They're like, what is this? What did I stumble into? Is this a fever dream? So the next day I started to incorporate the mask into like fashion videos, where it's like, this is how I would dress as like goth club general contractor. And then one of them was Synthrat, and the Synthrat character sort of got the most positive feedback, so I started to just use him as like a jump scare to like interrupt people. And I developed a lore. Just like every joke I make, I tend to take too far. So So I developed a lore and a storyline of synth rap, and I put out an album. Over time, like, because it was so obvious that it was me, the whole jump scare effect stopped happening. Like, people weren't scared anymore. They see my name, they know it's synth rap. So I let synth rap peter out. And I just did one recently that I'm super proud of. But that's how I came up with it. I came up with it on a live, and I love it. Am I always eating for tax reasons? Yes. This is a business write-off. This is a tax-deductible business expense because I'm utilizing the environment to gain profit, which I have through via the super chat. So there's no way my art business couldn't write this off. I'm really happy with the song of the summer. I'm really happy with the beer of the summer too. Get this, our beer is I think it's sold out. I don't think it's available anymore. We got so many orders for the beer of the summer that we're going to talk to a bigger distributor and potentially get it in all 50 states next year. So how cool is that? Yes, Doc Mac, I do like turtles. So, right after this, I'm going to pull into a coffee shop. This coffee shop told me they want to do a skit with me, but I didn't want to do anything like offensive. But I finally figured out the idea, and I really like it. I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to say, what's the biggest tip you've ever gotten? And they'll be like, oh, like $10. And I'll be like, all right, here's $100 because you're so good at this. And I want them to say, oh, $100? Wait a second. They bring over a manager, and she's like, hey, so since you're filming this for social media, you're gonna have to look at our influencer menu. And I'm gonna be like confused, like what? She's like, yeah, you can't just film us. If you're gonna give us $200, we can give you a sob story. $300 is a hug. $500, the management comes out and tells you you're a good person. So like the gag is, a tip's not a tip if you're being filmed for your reaction. I think this is one of the key cornerstones of people who don't understand like the content that I try to hit. If someone gives you a bunch of money and they're filming you for it, it's not a tip. It's a hire, and that's okay. Toothpaste argument. I really like any of the Arm & Hammer baking soda toothpaste. I really like personally. Crest Total Control is okay. Why can't 10 dentists agree? Just because we get bought off by companies. I'm kidding. I don't know why 10 dentists can't agree. We just like to argue. But I'm gonna go pay this bill in just a minute, and I'm gonna go do this coffee shop scene. But I think the idea is like they charge a specific amount based on the tip, based on how many followers I have, and based on like what story they want me to give. So she's like, $100, that's not enough. That's just gonna get you like a thank you. If you're gonna post me to TikTok, you're gonna need to post like $300. So they're trying to upcharge me to have a more legitimate reaction. And so like the coffee shop people already asked me to do the skit. I just did. One girl was like, "Oh, throw coffee on me." I'm like, I don't really want to do that. That's kind of like mean. I want to come up with something like a little funnier and a little bit more subversive than just like a staged prank. So I kind of want to do something crazier. So yeah, I'm gonna go in just a minute. But I do really appreciate you for paying for my lunch. Did I used to stutter a lot when me getting to skits? Not really. I stutter the exact same as I do now. So yeah, everything's cool. I do appreciate y'all. Thanks for treating me to lunch. Don't be surprised if I go on more often. I'm happy to chat and give advice, and answer questions. My favorite restaurant is Han Dynasty in Philly. I got a Guadalajara burrito with cheese sauce. I could do, a comedy interview. I could do a long interview, but it's got to be worth my while. If you're just some rando who wants to record me, that sucks. But if you've got a legit podcast, we can talk about it. My favorite character from Community is Donald Glover's character, Childish Gambino. I'm forgetting his name. My life stream is to be an artist, and not be able to travel the world with my family. Pretty simple. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still an orthodontist, but I do still live in Iowa. You guys are really, really swell. I'd love to continue these questions, but I got to get back to work. And work means going to a coffee shop and talking people into helping me with a skit. So if I end up recording this today, you'll see it soon. Have a great day. Thank you. Scumbag Dad out.